Hi everyone, it's Margaret Manning here with 60andMe, and welcome to a new decade. We are about to embark on the 2020s. It's so exciting for me personally. I feel like it's a wonderful opportunity to reflect on how we have lived the last decade and to re-establish our priorities and our passions for a brand new decade. There's something about the sound of 2020 that just sounds so positive and strong. And it's true, women over 60 are doing amazing things with their lives. We're looking at aging with a whole new lens and changing the way that not only are we perceive aging, but the way that we are perceived by the world. We are pushing back on aging stereotypes and doing all kinds of things that really do establish this new decade as one of opportunity and just a time to really come into ourselves. This is our time. And the one of our sponsors, Rhodes Scholar, worked together with us to talk about ways that you can actually manifest this desire to get out there into the world and to become a lifelong learner and to make every experience, every opportunity, just every single thing that we do in this new decade meaningful and fun and adventurous, and to do those things that are on our bucket list, those things that we've always wanted to do. Now, Rhodes Scholar is a not-for-profit educational travel company. They put together programs that are not only meant to inspire and educate and provide new experience, but also to help you find yourself. And I mean, I find this every time that I travel. I always discover something new about me, something about the way that I engage with the world, the things that draw me to them, and the things that that I'm not so interested in. And if there's one thing I think that we're all looking for in our 60s is that finding our true self, finding our style. So Rhodes Scholar has designed some new programs that are designed to inspire and to challenge and to educate. Now, there's five things here that I think, five different reasons that I think that Rhodes Scholar is an excellent choice for you to consider. I have personally been on two of their programs, and so I can speak from personal experience. And you know me, I would never endorse anything that I didn't feel 1,000,000,000% comfortable with. This is an amazing group. And the programs they have are so unique and wonderful. So first thing, of course, with this kind of educational, experiential travel, is you're going to learn something new. It doesn't matter which program you choose, you're going to find something that shows you a lens on the world that you didn't have before. They have 5,500 plus learning opportunities all around the world, and these programs are in 150 countries and 50 states. So they're in every country that 60andMe is, and they actually are across the United States as well. And it's all about women over 60 looking for adventure. And it doesn't have to be climbing mountains and doing anything really excessive. It can be something very, very sedate or calming, more, inwardly focused, but it also can be getting out there into the world and trying new things. So in 2020, Rhodes Scholar is going to be launching a new women's only program series. And these are programs for women only, and they go from retreats in the mountains of California to walking the Camino Santiago in Europe. There's dozens of new programs that are just for women. And I know that from my past travels, the last couple of years, I've really found that being with other women in my same like-minded community really helps to make the program come to life. And also, it makes me feel like I'm part of a group that shares common interests, but at the same time, I have my own space, I can do my own things, and these women-only programs by Rhodes Scholar are going to be amazing. And I'm so excited to share that news with you, so keep your eyes out for that. There's a link in the article that I'm referring to here, which I'll leave in the bottom underneath the YouTube video. You can look and check out the website for all these women's-only programs that are coming. Now, the second reason to consider a Rhodes Scholar learning experience is that you will expand your horizons. Now, it's funny, when I just got back from a cruise and I was putting a video together and talking, and so many women commented that they hadn't traveled much in their lives, that they had put other things first, other priorities, family, work, or even, financial issues, and this may still be there. But this is the time, if you can afford it at all, to get out there into the world and expand your horizons. Now, for example, they do things like, learning Italian cuisine in Tuscany. That sounds like a lot of fun. It's practical. I should probably do that. But also, if you've got an urge to act, there's a program in London where you can actually, visit theaters and practice, rehearse on the stage live, just, pretend. But it's just a great way if you have a passion for acting, passion for cooking, passion for acting. If you want to be an artist, or you just want to pick up an artist, practice painting, watercolors, oils, or just whatever way you want to express your artistic self, you could go to Arizona or New Mexico. They've got a great program in Santa Fe, which is, of course, the home of Georgia O'Keeffe and all these amazing women artists. You can be inspired by that environment. The light there, by the way, I've just traveled there, not on an art program, but just been to New Mexico and Santa Fe particularly. And the light is amazing for artists. So that's another thing. So whatever your passion is, whatever your desire is, you can expand your horizons. You can do things for you. And this is so important as we get older. Honestly, if there's not a time now to do it, when is the right time? A third reason to consider going on a Rhodes Scholar program and to travel with them is to make friends. Now, this I can definitely support, because when I've been on both of the two programs I've been on, I've met people that I've kept in touch with, and they're people that at the time you dive in to conversations and meaningful engagements, because now that we're not working anymore, we don't have the same channels, for making friends and getting together with other people. So 100,000 people plus travel with Rhodes Scholar every year, and there's 100,000 opportunities there for new friends. And I just found women who are a little older, you're looking for friendship, you're looking for connection, you're looking to tell your story, and for someone to listen, which we can do a little bit better, I think, as we get older. But it's a great way to make good friends or acquaintances that last the length of the program. Another thing which you can't forget, number 4, is to have fun. I mean, totally have fun. I went on a winter in France program with Rhodes Scholar, and we went to Nice, and it was just the most fun program. We went to all the museums, which I adored, the Picasso and Matisse, and they were just amazing places. But also the place was fun, the beach and the shops and the places to walk, the activities. But that's the kind of thing you get when you go on a Rhodes Scholar program. You're always able to kind of just have a good time and find a lot of the programs, by the way, are kind of ones where you do things on your own too. So a mixture of group and solo, but you can check all these out on the Rhodes Scholar website. Another thing, I guess this is the 5th one, and maybe it's maybe the most important, is you might find something about yourself that you didn't know. When you're at home and you're in that home environment, you're kind of relating to the world through the context of how people see you. But how you see yourself is another whole thing. And when you're on a program that's not just a holiday, not that holidays are not as a problem, but a learning holiday where you're going to little lectures and learning about the place, it enables you to achieve an understanding of the true you. And I love that, actually. Now, another thing to remember is that there's a lot of focus this year on the women's suffragette movement in the United States. 2020 is the 100th anniversary of women getting the vote. It seems like an incredible milestone, but it is only 100 years. And so you can do some programs. For example, in upstate New York, there's a program where you learn about the history of the women's movement. And I think those programs are in March, April, looking at my notes, August, September 2020. So that's if you are into the suffragette movement or just the emancipation of women, the voice that we have now. As older women, you could attend that program, for example. And also you could visit the Civil Rights Conference, which is in Alabama, and that's in February 2020. So if you want to do that, you should probably go online and check it out. I know that's going to get very full. And the civil rights lawyer, Brian Stevenson, is going to be speaking there. So lots and lots to consider. One final thing I want to talk to you about is I'm super excited about cruising. I love cruising. Never thought I would, but I do. And Rhodes Scholar is launching something called the Aegean Odyssey, which is their very first floating campus. Now, they have done programs on other ships, where they've taken part, like a world cruise, where there's been educational programs. But this is the very first Rhodes Scholar floating campus where the whole ship will be focused on a theme, and it will be Rhodes Scholar only. So you'll be the only passengers on the cruise. And they're going to be all over the place. There's lots of different options in Greece, Turkey, the Black Sea, the Adriatic, and Italy, of course, and so much to see. And these programs are wonderful. They're educational in that they dive into the history of that part of the world and how it impacted Western civilization. But also, you're going to be on a ship with 350 people, all with the same mindset, or not the same, of course, but with a similar interest in learning. And you're going to be on a ship called the Aegean Odyssey. And we at 60andMe are going to be choosing one of these cruises in 2021 to go as a group. Now, I don't know which one it's going to be yet. I'm looking at all the different options for the dates and the locations. And I will, on our sister site, She Cruises, be putting together a little survey so we know who wants to go where. Now, we've got up to 350 people that could go on this cruise. They will be in Europe, and they will probably sail from Venice or somewhere in France, but there'll be European cruises, but something to think about for 2021. Now, we're doing, of course, a cruise now for 60 people in May 2020, but we could open this wider, and we'll have to work closely with Rhodes Scholar to make sure that we get in there first to fill up that ship, or maybe go as a smaller group. But if you're interested, 60andMe is going to try to do something in 2021 on the Aegean Odyssey, which is this great new ship. So I think I've given you some teasers here about things that are going on in this new decade with Rhodes Scholar. They've been around for a while, and they're going to continue going strong. We are proud to be part of their family, to be supporting them, and for them to be sponsoring 60andMe, because we know you love them. And we know that a lot of you have been on their visits, on their programs, and love them. So check out the article, check out all the information, and just tell us, do you have any travel adventures planned for 2020? Rhodes Scholar or not, anything you've got planned, tell us in the comment section below. And I really do hope that I get to cross paths with you. The next couple of years, I'm going to travel more to places where I can meet our sisters. This is a big goal for me, and look forward to meeting you in person, perhaps one day on the high seas or at any of these Rhodes Scholar events. But check out the article, leave us your feedback. Just have a fabulous new year. Make this the time of your life. And thank you again for all your support and your amazing presence in my life, and wish you all the happiness in the world. Take very good care, everybody. Bye-bye for now.